Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they unfold live. Market opens up here in about 4 minutes. Going to try to pick up some shares here at 19.25 on TWOU. Just you can see here, just massively bleeding right now, but we'll see if things can get leveled out or not. So 500 shares at 19.25. Who knows? Maybe technically a pre-market trade if I can get filled here in the next 3 or 4 minutes, but we'll see what happens. Just my order to 18.75. Market opens up in less than a minute, so looking for a nice quick flush to the downside, and we'll see if I can make a trade out of this or not. I will get the video rolling just so we can see how the market opens, and that should be any moment now. All right, the markets are open. So let's see if we can get the breakdown through 19. There it is. Okay, so I'm in there for my first allotment. Got some more down there at 18.25. So it decided to take me out at 18.90, so quick $75 there. So I'll start the process over again at 18.25 if it wants to get down to that point. May also be interested in playing some sort of potential bounce, but we'll see what happens because right now it's looking like 18.25 might have a opportunity now. Key break of, there it is. All right, so let's actually go down to 18.01 now. So 18.01. Getting the alert made to the chat room there. So yes, you did hear me typing. I do have a chat room. So 18.01, excuse me. All right, well, it just hesitated. So let's go back to 17.75. The 75 worked beautifully the first time. So we'll go for that again. So there's the break, and I'm in. So let's see, get down to 17.25 for my next allotment. But again, it took me out for the $75. So now actually I need to make another alert, not on this one, but something else while I talk. So we'll just let the action. So still at 17.25 there. And yeah, I will play this this breakdown all day long, all morning long, if it wants to keep on breaking down. So again, not interested though from the long side at least until the 17.25 mark. So if it wants to, like I said, work its way back down there, then I'll be happy to take part again. So we are, it's 9:32 and already up $150 on the day. So I'm not a greedy savage. I'm quite pleased with that, but let's see if this one wants to give some more opportunities or not. All right, have an order at 16.65 here. So I'm in there for my first allotment. Let's see if I can get some more. So out there for 2.75 now. So I noticed, just a minute, let me, whoops. $15. So I noticed that the 75, the first two, wasn't quite right. It kept going against me quite a bit. So I knew it went against me at least 10 cents. So that's why that time I went for 15.65. Same exit point of 90. But like I said, both times I ended up underwater for a brief moment at the 75 mark. And it worked out perfectly. So I got an extra $50 on that one. So now it is 9:35 a.m. and I am up 2.75. And like I said, I'm not a greedy savage by any stretch of the imagination. I'm more than happy with that. And if this thing wants to continue its downwards move, Clay, why don't you just short it? Well, because this is getting pretty overextended to the downside here. And yeah, you could short it, assuming that you're, well, sorry. No, what's going on with this thing? This thing just popped up on the scanner. Oh, some blood. So, oh yeah, definitely worth an alert in the chat room. There we go. So not quite as volatile, but definitely. So we'll go back to. So Clay, why don't you just short this? Well, you know, yeah. In hindsight, I should have just shorted it up there, but unfortunately, I don't have hindsight right now. This is actually live. This is not like a simulator or anything like that. I don't know what's going to happen, and I'd much rather just be playing, the overextended move here. So that is why I realized, yes, if I had my time machine, I would have just went back and shorted it, but I don't have a time machine, unfortunately. So let's see. I'm at 1565, 1590. So let's see if we can get a breakdown. This thing's almost down $20. Crazy. I honestly never thought I had a chance at 1665, and I really don't think I have a chance at 1565. But this thing has already proven me wrong once, so we'll see if this thing can actually continue to get that much more overextended or not. But I will keep an eye on it. But regardless, like I said, 275, less than 5 minutes. I'm very happy with that. But all right, we'll see what happens. Still have my order at 1565, but the volatility is somewhat shrinking on this one. So instead of going for a 90 exit point, I'm going to just go for another 15-cent move, which equates to $75. So the exit at 80, just because 90 still might work up. Like I said, just been watching it trade and watching the tape, and things are still volatile. There's still opportunity at money, but it's not nearly as wild as what it was, for those first few trades. And right now it's being pretty stubborn around this area. So we'll see if it can get down through the $16 mark or not. There we go, getting a little movement there. There we go. Now it's there's some volatility. All right, well, that was the move I was looking for. So let's go to 51. And we'll go to 65. So 15, 51. So, I mean, you saw all the other breaks. The other breaks flushed easily down to that area, which is why leading me to believe that maybe the volatility here is drying up here a little bit, but looking like I might get a chance here. Alrighty. Okay, it gave me 99 shares. So there we go. I'll just take whatever that equated to. And let's now go down to 1525. So 1525. And seeing how this one's starting to trade. Just going to try to go for a $50 move here. So let's see what happens. I like to try to bring up this point whenever, but technically speaking, I did nail the bottom. I was at 1551, and I get it. It seems cool that you can be like, oh yes, I nailed the bottom or I nailed the top. Well, this is why I would argue you never want to nail the bottom, because yeah, I nailed the bottom all right, and then I only got 99 out of the 500 shares that I wanted, right there. So yeah, from an ego talking point, it sounds pretty cool to say I nailed the bottom, but from a practical perspective in the real world of trading, and a non-paper trading way, because if this was a simulator, and that's actually one of the problems with simulators, is the simulator just said, yep, you got all 500 shares. So you would have gotten a lot different results than on what I got. I mean, it was still a winning trade, but I mean, if I would have gotten my full 500 shares, that would have been another $70 right there, but it wasn't $70. So that just is, one of those things where paper trading, using a simulator, and then actual trading, that's the differences right there. Now, I suppose, to be fair, I can't say that for sure, because maybe some simulators out there do just do partial fills. But from my understanding and from what I've seen, most of them, if it hits a certain price, it just gives you the full fill, and it is what it is. But regardless, that's kind of a secondary point. The main point is that's why in the market, you never want to nail the bottom. You want to be basically within 1 penny of the bottom, because that way you know that you would have gotten the entire fill. But we'll see if it can work its way downwards. I'm at 1505 now. So yeah, let's see if this breakdown can continue. Looks like a halt might be coming here. Goofy trading action all of a sudden watching the tape, and there is the halt. Wow. A bigger board stock like this and the halt. So, all right, that just added quite a bit of spice to the recipe, so we'll see what happens. All right, before I totally forget, I'm just going to end the video here. It's about an hour in. I haven't even been paying attention since that last update I gave, who knows when that was. But like I said, the last thing I want to do was restart my computer, and forgot that I even had this recording going, because I'm moving on with my day. So I'll take it. 288 up, and the market's not even been open an hour. But like I said, been been up 288 and haven't even been paying attention. But overall, very, very happy with it. Wish TWOU would have remained a little bit more volatile for a while longer, but it is what it is. Before I go though, final few things. If you enjoy these videos and would like for me to keep making them, the easiest way to communicate that to me is to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, click on the little notification bell. If you're interested in trading alongside me and other traders, so I was typing up and I made comments on the chat room. You can learn more about that chat room at claytrader.com. And really the number for that is $8.25. When you break down the pricing, the question becomes, okay, if I invest into the service, do I believe it can help me make more than $8.25? Not per day, but per week. If you think the service can help you make more than $8.25 per week, then from an investment standpoint, it's a no-brainer. You would definitely want to do it because you'll get you'll get a return on that investment. So check that out. And then also, if you are interested in learning more so about how to use charts and technical analysis, which is what you saw here, to build a strategy that works for you, then I offer the Trading Freedom Pathway program, which is again available at claytrader.com, and you can go click there and check out more about that. But that is all I have. Again, if you enjoyed the videos and you want me to keep making them, like I said, just click the subscribe button, click the like button, and that'll help me out and just be a very clear form of communication that it's worth my time to continue to make these videos. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you around. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.